Well, tonight, a man who worked as a home aide is behind bars, accused of horrific crimes against an elderly woman in Sunrise. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us live from the Broward County Jail in Fort Lauderdale with details on this story. Anna.
Jim, as I was reading the arrest report, it was just hard to stomach and hard to even get through. According to investigators, this man, he was working as a home aide for this 86-year-old woman who has dementia for less than 2 days when he allegedly committed these crimes. And the grandson of the victim saw this all unfold from a surveillance camera.
You are not to work in any capacity as a health care provider.
In handcuffs and a jail uniform, 39-year-old Juan Jose Romero Ruiz appeared before a Broward County judge, accused of sexually abusing an 86-year-old woman with dementia. He was hired to care for her.
I don't understand how, when you're doing your vetting process for someone that you're putting into a home alone with the most vulnerable members of our population, how that can happen.
Anthony Bruno is an attorney hired by the family of the victim.
Family's traumatized, obviously, and there are a lot of words I can think of, but it's hard to put into words.
Investigators say the victim's family hired Lovable Family Home Care based out of Pembroke Pines to help care for the elderly woman. According to the arrest report, Romero Ruiz started working at her home on Tuesday, March 4th. Police say the victim's grandson set up cameras inside of his grandmom's Sunrise home before driving back to his house in Orlando.
Gets home, checks his camera, I'm going to check on my grandmother, and sees this gentleman in the act, so to speak.
According to the arrest report, on Tuesday, the defendant was observed sitting in a wheelchair to the right of the victim as she was in a living room recliner. His left arm was extended over and his left hand was underneath her clothing, constantly fidgeting. It goes on to say he then briefly placed his right hand under clothing in the area of her genitalia. The defendant then got up and kissed the victim on the mouth. The report also states Romero Ruiz forced the victim to perform oral sex on him. Investigators say the woman doesn't remember the attacks due to her dementia. Lovable Family Home Care released a statement saying in part, "We are both saddened and in shock about this very unfortunate situation. As an agency in the community for the past 12 years, we have been working hard and strive to always give our members the best care." And Romero Ruiz, he is facing charges of sexual battery and lewd and lascivious behavior on an elderly person. He is being held on an immigration hold, but it's unclear what country he is from. And the victim's family fears that there could be additional victims. But for now, reporting live from the Broward County Jail in Fort Lauderdale, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.